Hey guys, happy Friday. Thanks for joining in. We're going to be doing today the copycat version of the Starbucks egg bites. If you've never had them at Starbucks, they are very good. And it's just pretty much a little omelet shaped in a round circle. I mean, that's literally all it is. You're going to need your egg bite mold. If you do not have that, you can use baby food jars, if you have some of those, even small mason jars.
Where'd you get your mold?
I got mine off of Amazon, and mine came in a pack. It came with 2 of these and some other nifty little things to use for my, and it was really cheap.
And it was called Egg Bite?
Yes,
mold?
they're called, and you can get it at Walmart also. They're just called egg bite molds. You can do so many things, and I have so many neat ideas that I'll be doing in the following year with these.
Cool.
But this is a really good recipe that you can make a lot of them up at the same time. And if you don't have an Instant Pot, you can also do this in your oven, just in a muffin pan. And it would be great if you can use the mini muffin pans. Just be sure you spray them really good, because if you're like me, for some reason, everything sticks. So,
can you use those in the oven too, Dana?
These are silicone, so I would say yes.
I think so, okay.
Yes. I would say yes. I mean, if most...
I think most of the time you can
most
use
of the time
silicone.
they are. But anyway, so what you're going to need is you're going to need 4 eggs. You're going to need bacon. I just bought the fully cooked. You stick it in the microwave for a minute or however long, and boom, done. You're going to need at least 4 pieces of that, unless you're like my children and you have to have the whole thing to eat. You're going to need some half and half. You're going to need some cheese, your choice. You can get all fancy with this. You can get the fancy name cheese that I cannot pronounce, or you can just get the mild cheddar. I wouldn't get anything too thick. You have the fancy shred, and then you have the regular shred, and then you have the block. Make sure you get something kind of thin, because you're blending this all together, so you don't want to have to blend it too hard. And then, of course, you need some cottage cheese and salt and pepper. You will need to spray your silicone pans with some veggie oil or any type of oil that you prefer. And so what you want to start off is, after I cooked the bacon, I just put it in my little bullet and kind of chopped it up really fine. And I used about, I'm going to spray these before I forget. I used about a half a teaspoon just starting off in the bottom. If you go back, you can always fill back in more. Now, you do not have to chop up the bacon. If you just want to take the 4 slices and break them off into little pieces and stick a whole piece down in the bottom, go forth. If you want to put it all in the mixture and mix it all up together, that way it's always through the mixture, that's another thing. And of course, you can do this with regular bacon, turkey bacon, any type of bacon. I don't know what other type of bacon in there is.
Veggie bacon.
Veggie bacon, I'm sure. Anyway, so with that, you just want to put that aside.
But if you don't like bacon, you're wrong.
You can do it with sausage. Because we all know Miss Wendy loves sausage. Alrighty, guys. And then you're going to want to get your 4 eggs. For those who don't cook often, I always say to at least crack your eggs over something one at a time over another bowl. Just in case you A, get a rotten egg, or B, you get a shell into it. I can't crack it on this table for some reason, so I use the back of my knife a lot. And then I just open it, and I make sure that I didn't put any shells in there. I feel like I'm doing a Rocky thing. And then there's times that I've done this with my knife and I've hit it way too hard. And I'm like, oh, well. You do not, I know some people, this one wants to fight me. You know, some people does this and they, make up a whole bunch of them and then they freeze them. And so then in the morning, you just wrap it in a wet paper towel, a few seconds in the microwave, and boom, you have breakfast. Alright, so of course your 4 eggs. Alright, and then you need 2/3 of a cup. That's 1 for 1. No cheese. Now, it says 2/3. Honey, you measure that thing with your heart. If it says 2/3 and you want a pound, you go forth and put that pound in there. This will also be good when it's done if you want to sprinkle some more cheese on top of it to let it melt. And then a 1/2 cup of cottage cheese. I will admit, when I saw the cottage cheese, I was like, oh, interesting. 1/2 cup. But I personally like cottage cheese. I'm sure you can do this with ricotta and I'm sure you could probably also maybe even eliminate this. 1/4 of a cup of 1/2 and 1/2. Oh. And make sure the top's on. Guys, it ain't a party until I've gotten here and I've done something. Is that a 1/4?
That's a 1/2.
Alrighty. I don't know who brought these in, but these are the cutest little measures.
They really are. Oh, I thought you did.
No, I didn't. I thought these are the cutest little things. But if everybody thinks I did, I'll take it. I'll take it. Alright, guys. And then...
You put salt and pepper?
Yes. And of course, you can use your Mrs. Dash, your no salt, seasoning, and all that. And then I'm just gonna slap.
That thing is on it.
Well, no, I'm gonna do this, and then I'm not gonna be able to get it off later. All right, and then you're just gonna want to put it on here and watch the magic happen.
That's a nifty little thing.
Is it not? I bought this because my daughter wanted to start making milkshakes. I don't think she's made a milkshake in this thing yet.
But it's very nifty
But
for other things.
anyway, and there you go, guys. And then you just want, it says to pour it 2/3 of the way full. I do believe that, because they are going to expand, you're going to be left over with some because obviously chopping it up as much as, blending it as much as I did, you know, but, so if you got 2 of these molds, and a lot of times if you get an Instant Pot, it comes with a few accessories, and one of them, I know when I bought this one, it was one of those egg molds, but it was like a 4, really small one, and okay, guys, I'm going home after this. Anyway, so then you want to go and you want to put it on steam for 10 minutes, and then it'll build its pressure, and it will cook for 10 minutes. Then after it gets done, you let it release its pressure naturally, which just means you don't do nothing to it. You don't touch it. You just let it count down its self, just like I did. And then after that, you just
Are you supposed to cover them up?
Yes. Now, I know the tops of mine are silicone, but I still get worried that I might do something wrong in it. But I covered it with...
But you can cover it with the silicone in there?
Just make sure that your... Just make sure that your lid that you got is silicone. Because if it's plastic, it's just going to mess. Now let's see if we can get this thing out without... These things are huge. My other one that came with it is really shallow.
Oh. How long do you cook them?
10 minutes. So it's, you put it on steam.
You did say that, didn't you?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
It's 10 minutes. What I would probably do is let them sit in here until they cool off naturally, because as you see, they're starting to split because they're still hot. But, you know, and then once they cool off, they'll just stay in their spot. Or just move them all together and tell them that there's no social distancing in egg bite world. So, but anyway, there you go, guys. Like I said, it's real simple. You don't have to do it in your Instant Pot. It just makes it, to me, a little bit easier to do it in your Instant Pot. I'm going to try it this time with my lid. Just to
see how it goes.
See how it goes. You want to put a cup of water in the bottom. And you want to make sure you have a trivet with... If you don't have a trivet that has handles like this one, if you know how to make a aluminum sling and put a piece of aluminum foil up underneath it but bring it up, you want something where you can lift it out easily. You just want to sit it in there. Make sure the top's all down in there. Go look where you put the top at. Wait a minute. Okay, I have to do the pot facing me, guys. Okay. Like I said, you want to hit steam for 10 minutes. And that's it. You just want to make sure this is, your valve is closed so the steam will stay in. And it's just steaming it. It'll go on. It'll build up its pressure. It'll cook for 10 minutes. You let it sit for 10 minutes after it cooks to release its pressure on its own. After 10 minutes, you just knock it off, and there you're done. And there you go, guys. There's some egg bites. If you try them out, let me know. Let me know how you like them, and y'all have a great day.